Alright everyone, welcome to my first ever YouTube video, and it's going to be on Dragon Age Origins. I love Dragon Age with every fiber of my being. I've been in love with it since I was a kid, and honestly, nothing just comes close to it, except for like Mass Effect. I like Mass Effect a lot as well, but Dragon Age has a special place in my heart, and I thought I would do a unique run of sorts. I've played this game a lot, so just to put that out there. But I was thinking I would do a little lore run / my canon run to just show you guys what my world state is like, and maybe learn some things about the Dragon Age world along the way. So if that's interesting to you, let's get started. And I hope you guys will enjoy this as much as I enjoy Dragon Age. It's been a while since I played Origins. And so is the Golden City blackened. With each step you take in my hall, marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Therinidus? I can't remember how to pronounce that.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. Even be too late. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Alright, and that was the opening. Still good after all these years. It brings nostalgia back to me. little bit about me, I played Dragon Age Origins when it first came out, actually, a month after it was released. I was 2009, that was 15 years ago, which is insane to think about, but I think I was 12, 11 or 12 when it came out. And yeah, I just back then I was a bit weird. I was a weird kid. I'll explain some stuff while I make my character. I'm gonna make my canon Warden, which, you know, the Warden is whatever you want it to be, but this is gonna be mine. Back then I wasn't really into story games. I hated talking in games and would want to just get to the action. I was a Call of Duty player, you know? Like everyone was back then, all the young boys and all that. Especially Mass Effect. Mass Effect 2 was my first Mass Effect, and God, I hated it. I remember putting a YouTube comment saying that I wish there was more action and less dialogue, but eventually I came around, and I think it took me months to beat Origins because I just wasn't into it, and then finally I did, and I loved it, and I fell in love with Dragon Age, and I played the rest of them after that. I've always wanted to make videos on YouTube like this, so I'm glad I'm finally able to. It took me a while to gain the courage to do this, but here I am. So what we learned in the cutscene was there was a bunch of mages about 4 centuries ago, maybe longer. They said 4 centuries in the cutscene. They tried to usurp heaven, they tried to enter heaven, and they were cast out and turned into these things called the Darkspawn. It twisted and tainted them with this corruption, and now they begin terrorizing the lands. First was the Dwarven cities to fall because they came from the Underdark, or not the Underdark, this D&D, my bad. They came from underground. I can't remember what they call it in this game, if it's just underground. Anyway, Orzammar, they attacked there, and they had to make this group called the Wardens, the Grey Wardens, who pretty much had to fight back the Darkspawn, and they actually won, and now the Blight comes every now and then. So, my canon Warden is a Dwarven warrior who's the noble background. This is my favorite Origins in this game. It's so fun and filled with intrigue, and it actually affects the story a lot. Every Origin affects the story pretty much. This is one of my favorite things about Origins, is the Origins. A lot of your choices and your background affect the story, and it's just fun. But yeah, my other choices in the other games will probably surprise you, since, you know, I'm playing a Dwarf in this one. Greetings. But we'll see what I play in the other games when I get to them. I have zero recollection of what my dwarf looked like when I made him, what, 14 years ago, like I said, 15, 14. So the character creation in this game kind of sucks, but it's alright. It's old. It's 2009. I have a couple mods as well. I don't typically mod games, but in this one you kind of need. I have the fix pack, which fixes a bunch of stuff, and I think I have another pack that fixes combat stuff, so it'd be interesting to see what that does. Hopefully it worked. I don't... modding Origins is different, so I don't really know if it worked or not. If it doesn't, it's fine. I don't know if nobles have tattoos. I think that's more of a commoner thing. So I'm not gonna get a tattoo. I'm not gonna, hopefully not gonna spend too much time on character creation. Especially since there's not a lot, but let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll go with that one. Beard. I mean, there's a dwarf. You gotta have a huge beard, am I right? Which they don't really have. It's not like World of Warcraft. That was not too bad. Color. Oops. I might go with this. What is that, like brown, brunette? Or no, I don't know. That looks fine. Eyebrows. I don't really. They don't even look like eyebrows. They're just like. I don't know. Stubble. I mean, I'm not gonna see Stubble have a beard, so I guess I'll do it like that. Make it the same color as my hair. There we go. This is the stuff I don't really mess with. Nose is huge. He's got that schnauzer on him. Which I think dwarves are supposed to be like hardy, bulky creatures. Since they're shorter and all that. I think Aldrich Iduken. Yeah. You know, not too much to do. This is how he looks. I'm surprised I can't do the cheekbones and stuff. Because, God, I hate the cheekbones in this game. Just look at that. Ugh. They have a problem with cheekbones in Bioware games. All the time. But that looks good enough. Now, I have to remember this. Let's see. Probably strength, but I really like persuasion in games. Though not all of my characters are going to be persuasive, I definitely want my noble to be persuasive because, you know, I'm pretty sure it's cunning that does that. Let me see. Cunning determines how well a character learns and reasons. Yeah, learns and reasons, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna put one, do that, yeah. Constitution. Do I need Dex? Improves the character's chances to hit. I forgot that. Okay, well, I'll keep that high then. Alright, and then we have the skills. And I'm not gonna lie, I do not do tactics a lot in this game. Maybe I'll try it out though. I played this game when I was a teenager, so... Oh, I'm definitely getting coercion, I forgot, yeah. Definitely coercion. Yeah, that's the persuasion. Cunning is, yeah, more persuasive, yeah, okay. That's it. Talents. What kind of warrior am I gonna be? I think two-handed. Maybe dual weapon. Maybe I'll do dual weapon actually because I've never tried it. What is this? When in this mode, the character strikes with both weapons simultaneously. Attacks cause more damage, but the character cannot inflict regular critical hits or backstabs. Interesting. Character swings with both weapons in a broad forward arc, striking nearby enemies with one or both weapons and inflicting significantly more damage than normal. Maybe I'll go with that first. Let me see these. I don't even remember fatigue in this game. I wonder what that does. Don't remember. I remember archery being so bad. Two-handed was alright. Sword and shield, it was usually what I used to go with, but it's really boring. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well, let's play. I've never tried a nightmare, but since I'm going for like a lore run, I'll try hard. Games are too easy for me, but this game is old, so they used to be much harder than they were nowadays. We'll see if I can handle it. I think I can, but I've beat this game like... I wouldn't say as much as the other games. Inquisition I've beat more than any other. This one maybe 5 times, 5 or 6. Yeah, let's try hard.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of 2 known remaining dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called Deep Roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endrin of House Aeducan, the 9th Aeducan ruler elected by the Noble Assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue, and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lord. You are dressed and ready. Excellent. I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast?
Alright, so this is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to try not to speak during like cutscenes and dialogue. Let me know if that's fine, or if you want me to speak more during dialogue or something. Here's how I'm going to play my character. My character, Aldrich Aeducan. He's going to be a nobleman. The backstory was already given to you, but he's not one to play politics and, you know, do all this political stuff, scheming behind brothers, cousins' backs. He's a good person. Cunning, knows how to talk to people. Honestly, doesn't really want the throne. He just wants to be his own man. Maybe go out adventuring. Even in Orzammar, though, you're not really supposed to leave Orzammar, or you become... maybe... is it a caste? No, caste is their structure or something. You become a surface dwarf, I believe, and you're not supposed to come back ever. Their systems is kind of messed up in Orzammar, but, you know. Alright, let's see. What would he want? Sure, let them seize a warrior.
Of course, if every other noble has a shield and 3 swords, you'll feel awfully underdressed.
You, my friend, are ridiculous. He's not gonna pick that.
One can't take all this marching about and speech-making too seriously. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances.
What sort of grievances?
The usual. This lord had my cousin killed, this lord seduced my wife, this lord did the exact thing I'd planned to do to him, but he did it first. They pose and bluster, and each pretends he is the honorable man in a den of thieves and assassins. Bah. The rest is worth seeing, though. As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Perhaps we should go show them what single combat is really all about. And by we, I mean you. I'll practice my cheering.
Why don't you want to find the provings, Gorham?
You remember last year's open proving? It took your father's smith 6 hours to remove my helmet. I'm not meant for single combat. I fight as my lord's second in shield. That's enough for me.
The proving sounds appealing. Let's go have a look.
Right behind you, my lord. The day is ours until the feast.
Okay, yeah. I've also never played with a keyboard and mouse before, so that's going to be interesting. Oh my god, why am I so fast? What? I don't remember being so fast. Something messed up? Did I do something wrong? You know what? It's fine. Inventory and equipment. Remove characters. Oh yeah, okay, this is just showing you how to do stuff. Drag to the quick bar. There we go. Wasn't working. Dude, this speed is crazy. Yeah, I get it. I know how to do everything. I've played this game. Oh, new codex. Okay, so this is also what I wanted to do. Was read the codex entries, because I never did that before. And I want to figure out every little bit of lore that I can. Along with me, you know? Hopefully we all learn something. So this one is the Noble's Feast. Oh wait, no, this is my quest. Where's the codex? Here we are. Culture and history. So the city of Orzammar. The dwarves are lauded for their craftsmanship, and the city of Orzammar is one of their finest works. Orzammar lies at the heart of the Prospect Mountains, deep underground. The city arcs outward from the royal palace, which is built around a natural lava vent, continually fountaining liquid rock, which both lights and heats the entire cavern. The topmost tier of Orzammar is home to the noble castes, with their palaces fanning out in both directions from the court of the king as well as the Shaper, which serves as a repository for all the dwarven knowledge. Is it like I'm back in school reading the book they would make me read or something? The lower tier is the commons, where the merchant caste holds sway and where the finest works of Orzammar's craftsmen are for sale. Orzammar's craftsmen. Yeah. Okay. In the center of the river of lava, connected to the commons by a causeway, are the Proving Grounds, a sacred arena where the dwarves, by ancient tradition, settle their disputes. On one side of the Fire River are the ruins of the old dwarven palaces, fallen into disrepair, which the locals call Dusktown, now home to the city's castless. On the other side of the river are the Deep Roads, which once joined the sprawling dwarven empire together, but now, after centuries of Darkspawn incursions, are largely sealed off. Nearly all knowledge of this network of underground passages has been lost, even to the builders. From the Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. Orzammar politics. As dangerous as it is to mistake a dwarf's caste, it is far more deadly to mistake his alliances among the noble houses of Orzammar. Everyone in the city is allied with someone, whether by blood or by word. The nobles do not engage directly in commerce themselves, as that is the domain of the merchant caste, but they do serve as patrons. They invest in shops or in artisans' work, and in turn reap a share of the profits as well as a measure of the credit. Merchants and warriors alike benefit from the service of a prestigious patron. The relative power of each house is ever changing. It is usually safe to assume that whichever noble house holds the throne is at the top of the heap, but below that things grow into a tangled mess. Houses ally with one another by marriage, they earn rank and prestige, when combatants loyal to them or from their own bloodlines win provings. They earn it when artisans they patronize become sought after or well regarded, or when the merchants they invest in become successful. The degrees of power that these achievements confer is so murky, even to the dwarves, that it isn't unusual for nobles to challenge each other to provings over whose smith forges better belt buckles, or whose servants have the best manners. Nor is it out of the ordinary to find two merchants arguing over whose noble patron has won the most acclaim, for the rank of the patron is the rank of the client. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the assembly, where the Deshirs, representatives of each noble house, meet. Although the king technically rules Orzammar, kings are elected by the assembly, and so each king must work constantly to maintain the support of the Deshirs. Deshirs? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Kings who prove unpopular find their heirs deemed unacceptable to inherit the throne. Power then passes to another house. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi again. So this Brother Genetivi has been a lot, it seems like. Maybe, I wonder if it's all about Brother Genetivi in this codex. No? Dwarven Faith. We are the children of the stone. She supports us, shelters us, offers us the most priceless gifts to the earth. The worthy return to her embrace in death, becoming ancestors. The unworthy are cast out, unable to rest, that their failings may not weaken the stone. So it has been since the earliest memories. We live by the stone, guided by the ancestors, who speak with the voice of the provings, and whose memories the Shaper keep forever in lyrium. We do not accept the empty promises of heaven as the wild elves do, or vie for the favor of the absent gods. Instead, we follow in the footsteps of our paragons, the greatest of our ancestors, warriors, craftsmen, leaders, the greatest examples of lives spent in the service of our fellow dwarves. Our paragons joined with the stone in life, and now stand watch at our gate, ushering in those surfacers privileged to visit our city. We know there is no greater honor to hope for, no better reward for an exceptional life, as told by Shaper Sizbor? I don't know. So we're learning about dwarves a lot since I'm a dwarf, and their system is very interesting. I mean, they worship these paragons, which are people in their culture. Like, they're just normal dwarves who do something wondrous and become a paragon. They're not like gods or anything, but they worship the stone, which is just the mountains. They believe it's a living god, and they just worship it. And they really have no like care for other religion or people outside of their city, honestly. The dwarves that live inside Orzammar, they're very what should I say, closed and not simple-minded, they just don't want to leave, like, and share their gifts with other people. I think people are allowed to visit Orzammar, but like I said, dwarves who leave are castless and usually not allowed to come back. What else did we learn? We just learned about the city of Orzammar and their politics. It's pretty typical dwarven politics, honestly. I love the dwarves in this game, but I still want to know why I am so fast. It has to be a mod I installed. I guess maybe I installed it right. I wonder if there's a... I kind of think it's too fast, but it's okay. Maybe I can change it. Alright, let's keep going.
I am proud to serve the Idukans.
Thank you.
Darren? Oh. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Let's see what this is about.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me.
What are you doing in my brother's quarters?
She's, it seems she's one of your brother Balin's newest, companions. Prince Balin is attending the feast being held in Lord Idukan's honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would return to... I am sorry. I will show myself out, with your leave, my lord.
So pretentious to be like, Gordon, tell her she may take her leave of me. Go or stay, I don't care. He's just laid back. He doesn't really care.
Thank you. I will go now.
Like, who cares? Who cares what my brother's doing? She also had a tattoo, so I think that means she's castless or poor, maybe? Dwarven Merchant's Bound. Let's see what that is. Recent monetary gains. Okay. I'll put that on.
It has begun.
Okay, yeah, see, this is the bad thing about being one of these classes, because you need a rogue to unlock it. I saw a mod where you could like bash stuff in, but I just didn't download it. Maybe I should have. There's a letter here. A letter from Rika. Where would that be at? Up here. My dearest Prince Balin, you are too kind to me. I am a small and insignificant thing, and I do not deserve your attention. But your willingness to tolerate my presence shows you to be a prince among men. I cannot thank you enough for the beautiful necklace you presented to me. I will cherish it always, and I promise I will wear it at our next meeting. I know my gratitude means nothing to you, but I must say again, thank you. I will always be your humble and devoted servant. Yours truly, Rika. So Balin's been giving this girl a lot. That's credits. And that's credits. Controls. Alright. Balin, you sneaky, sneaky dog. Let's get out of this room. Gotta remember, I love to do everything before leaving an area. So, hopefully, I'll remember stuff. That needs a key. Whose room is that? Trian. And the man who's with us is Gorham. Right? Yeah, Gorham. Father's room. Okay, what I need to do is over there, so we'll check this place out. Gotta be on the lookout for stuff.
I am at your service. No sign of trouble here. Congratulations on being named commander, my lord.
Almost missed that note back there. Man. Everything needs a key. Let's see. Where am I going? Down there is the Diamond Quarter kitchen.
I went to watch the provings. Most exciting.
See if we can go to the kitchen.
It has begun.
You sure you want to go to the feast now? I doubt we can escape to see the provings once we're inside.
No. Let's go to the.
I can't wait to see who's fighting today.
Yeah. Provings. Let's go. Let's go watch people kill each other for fun. Ooh, new codex. Life in Orzammar. The Dwarves of Orzammar are quite unlike those found in most human cities. Although Orzammar derives its vast wealth from trade with human kingdoms, all dwarves who come up to the surface to trade are stripped of their position in society. Dwarven merchants are so ubiquitous in human cities that many people labor under the impression that all dwarves are merchants, but that their whole race worships coin and trade. But these surface dwarves are atypical creatures, the ones willing to give up all ties to their kin and sacrifice their rank in order to conduct business. Below grounds, the dwarves are a people obsessed with honor, their own and that of their family. Most nobles incorporate chainmail even into formal gowns, because slights and insults often turn deadly. They are a people who revere excellence and strive to achieve it in all things. Even members of the servant caste have been elevated to paragons, usually posthumously, in recognition of remarkable service. From In Pursuit of Hours, the trilogy of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi again. Posthumously. I think posthumously? Yeah. I think it's posthumously. I've never heard that word.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the Diamond Quarter during these celebrations.
Alright.
I'm sure we can work this out reasonably. It's in the records. There's nothing I can do. Please, Master Volney. My work is accredited by the Shaper.
These books are lies written by the enemies of House Volney.
I write only what I find in the ancient records. Lord Iduken, you can vouch for my work, can't you? Your father loved my History of Iduken, Paragon King, Peacemaker.
Sure, he's a well-read person, I guess.
This worm has written a book that slanders my house.
That's a serious charge.
He deserves to die for what he has written of Paragon Volney.
What exactly has he written?
He says that Volney, the Paragon who founded my house, known throughout the world as the greatest of men, was a fraud.
Not precisely. When the Assembly names a Paragon, that man or woman is then, by definition, everything one can aspire to be in the world. They form their own noble houses and are revered as living ancestors. But Paragons start off as men.
Volney was more than a man.
Get to the point. Why is Brunton so angry?
Volney became a Paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery. The records of that vote are kept in the Shaperate and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
Yeah, okay, so... I know every choice in this game doesn't, mean everything, but they really do something special in this game. They really make you think about stuff. Even if it has no, direct, consequence or reward. It still makes you think. I think my guy would be like, the scholar is right. I mean, we should preserve history. He became a Paragon, but by one point, it's fine.
You're taking his side? What if he published a book like this about your Paragon Iduken?
The truth is more important than your pride.
You would not say so if it was your house, but I shall respect your wishes. For now, excuse me, Your Highness.
It's a very childish way to be like.
That fool has no idea how weak his house is or how low he sits in it. Shall I have him killed, my lord?
No. Leave him be.
As you say.
You've shown House Iduken a friend to research, history, and the glory of our people.
You remember this when you ride at me? No, I wouldn't do that. No. Carry on with your work, Scholar.
Of course. I have much to document and organize. Good day, Your Highness. And thank you.
Yeah. What you doing, merchant?
The finest in home decoration! But my lord, these are surface silks, dyed with the finest saffron and indigo and embroidered by skilled elven tradesmen. I've seen Prince Balin Iduken himself wearing a robe made of something quite similar.
So I pay your exorbitant price, only to end up looking like a poor imitation of Prince Balin. You'll get no coin from me.
But that's not what I meant, my lord. My lord! My lord Iduken, you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares?
Let's see, or why is this man speaking to me? You have something that I might want?
Not for a mighty warrior such as yourself, my lord, but perhaps a lady friend. I forget myself. I'll be silent.
This looks to be mostly fabrics from the human lands. These merchants form alliances with those who have abandoned our ways to live on the surface. According to the scholars, more than 500. Does it matter? The surfacers are lost to us. Perhaps we should get going.
See, they just think that people who left are just wasted space or a wasted talent, I guess. I don't know, it's not really good.
Nothing beats a good
Our trust follow, big brother. How surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my siblings second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
Don't speak to Gorm like that.
I speak to lower houses and castes as they should be spoken to. Now do as I say.
Balin, you want to jump in here?
You're on your own. I've been dealing with them all afternoon.
What exactly is that supposed to mean, little brother?
Nothing, Trian. I've been having a great time. The speech you gave to the legless boy about hard work and making something of himself was fantastic.
As heir to the throne, it is my duty to impart wisdom and judgment upon those who need it. Now then, you, get to the feast.
I'll go when I'm ready, brother.
Stubborn, aren't you? When I'm king, I will help you get over that. Come, Balin.
So that's my brothers.
That was fun. Nothing like being talked down to by the next king.
He's got to be alive to be king, Jesus. Does he mean well? I mean, my character doesn't really care about politics. So he doesn't care if he becomes king. Perhaps becoming king will calm Trian.
We can only hope. Perhaps we should get going.
New screenshot. Oh yeah, I forgot. This game like screenshots when you do something. That it sees as like crazy or something.
Nonsense, woman. Your words bring shame upon our house. See how the edges are rough and pitted? Would you compare this to Bronca's work? Trust a woman to speak of things she doesn't understand. Be quiet now and pray the ancestors deliver Bronca back safely.
That's a bit of foreshadowing. No spoilers, I guess, for anyone who hasn't played this game and is watching for the first time or something.
What have we here? Two handsome, strapping, noble lords. You both look so grand.
And isn't this the man of the hour, the king's son? Who's your friend, my lord? Another noble from the honored House Iduken?
This is Sir Gorm of the warrior caste.
Oh, then not a noble?
No, Telly, not a noble. Stone you're thick sometimes.
Why do you care if Gorm is noble?
They're noble hunters, my lord. A man takes his caste from his father, and these women hope to bear a noble lord's son. If one is successful, she's raised up to concubine in the noble house to care for her child. It provides new sword arms for the house, and many nobles look favorably on such women.
I mean... I don't know. Would he be interested? I mean, he said they look favorably on him. It sounds like a good deal to me.
Shall I come to your chambers after the ceremony, then?
I talked to him first. I want him.
He's looking for a woman, Telly, not a little girl. I'm Marty, and I know how to give my lord a night he'll remember.
Well, let's get to it.
No fear, Telly. Many nobles will fancy a younger girl. I will see you when the ceremony ends, my lord.
All right. Is that it around here? Orzammar Commons? Can I go there?
My lord, are you heading to the proving arena?
I was considering it.
We have been charged with the task of escorting you to the proving grounds.
I clean forgot about that. Forgive me, I should have informed you sooner. The king decided you were not to travel through the commons unguarded.
What? Why?
I did mention the merchants that won permits to show their goods in the Diamond Quarter. There were only so many permits auctioned off, and quite a few were turned away. Your father fears you will be harassed on the way to the proving.
This is silly, but I will comply.
Will we be leaving then?
Yeah.
We are at your command.
Yep. This is like a Coliseum and arena of sorts.
Your Highness, it is an honor to have you here. Have you come to watch these brave warriors do battle in your honor?
No, I've come to fight.
Your Highness, this proving is in your honor.
Then honor him by doing as he says. My Lord Iduken will fight in this proving.
I will honor today's warriors by testing their skills.
Of course, it is well within your rights. Men and women of Orzammar, we have a late entry to these provings, held on the eve of battle for the honor of House Iduken. I give you the Lord Iduken himself. Are you ready for your first match? Then let us begin!
Let's see
This
hard.
is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Iduken. Lord Iduken will fight Aler Bimo, youngest son of Lord Bimo.
You honor me with this match.
The honor's mine.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Okay, let's...
Very well. Quickly, we must fight!
My least favorite thing about this game? It's like they tried to do an MMO combat, but it's just terrible. I love the game. Combat, no. How do I miss music?
The winner is Lord Idukan. That was quite a fight. Alair Bimo is no slouch with that hammer. Are you ready for your next opponent? Adal Helmi, a woman, Your Highness. She's a tenacious fighter.
A woman? I'll fight anyway.
Let us go.
Who cares?
This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Idukan. Lord Idukan will fight Adal Helmi, eldest daughter of Lady Helmi.
Honor and glory to your house, Your Highness.
There is no honor in fighting a woman. I'm going to... Jesus, and to yours.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Let's go.
As you say, I shall do it.
I should have put dual wielding like I'm supposed to. Is she like dead or what?
For the fools, eh?
Very engaging.
The winner is Lord Idukan.
Yeah. I did so much. Let me see. Mace and longsword. Or is longsword too? That's maybe. That's all. Okay.
That was a crowd pleaser. Many were waiting to see that woman put in her place. Sir Blackstone is your next opponent. Are you ready to face him?
I am.
Then let us begin. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Idukan. Lord Idukan will fight Sir Blackstone, Deep Road squad leader of the warrior caste.
This is your education, child. Try to learn as you bleed.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Away with you!
You met your match! The winner is Lord Idukan.
Got him.
Well done. You have proven that even the best of the warrior caste cannot match a noble Idukan. Franlin Ivo is your final opponent. He too has had many victories today. Are you ready to face him, or will you rest first? Of course, Your Highness.
I should probably save before I fight him, probably.
Franlin Ivo is your final... Are you ready to face him?
Let's
go.
go.
Of course.
I might die because...
This is it. It is down to just 2 warriors. With backbones of stone and wills of iron. They have defeated all others this day. Lord Idukan will fight Franlin Ivo, second son of Lord Ivo.
You fight well. I wish you glory today and glory tomorrow.
May you be as stone.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. The victor is champion. Fight!
I'm going to... As you say.
It's like...
Very well. We must fight. We fight for honor. Don't be a fool. Will not fail. Shall we? I will not fail. Best be wary.
Trying to use it. I got it. Get to it.
The winner is Lord Idukan. Congratulations. Franlin Ivo is as fierce a competitor as I've ever seen. You vanquished every warrior of note in today's proving. The ceremonial helm, commissioned by your father for today's winner, is yours.
I'll wear it, bro.
Your glory honors every warrior here.
Let's have...
My lord?
I'm ready to leave.
Your wish is our command.
Whoa, that was weird. Alright, well, I think I'm going to end it there for today. The end of my first YouTube video. I hope everyone enjoyed. If you have any suggestions of what I should do later, or if you think I should do something differently, just let me know. If the game is too loud, my voice is too low or loud. This is my first time doing all this, so I'd appreciate any feedback or suggestions you all have. And for now, hope to see you next time in our lore run of Dragon Age Origins.